Welcome to our daily session. I am your professor for today's lesson. The objectives are to explain the classification of vascular plants, to determine monocot and dicot, to understand well vascular plants. But before I proceed and continue the topic about vascular plants, I just want to give you a quick review about vascular plants. Vascular plant, otherwise known as tracheophytes, are a larger group of plants that first appeared on Earth around 360 million years ago. There are two types of vascular plants, the xylem and the phloem, responsible for moving water, minerals, and the product of photosynthesis. As opposed to non-vascular plant, a vascular plant can grow much larger. The vascular tissue within provides a means of transporting water to great heights, allowing a vascular plant to grow upward to catch. They include most of the modern-day plants and can be split into subgroups: spore-producing and seed-producing plants. Without further ado, let's continue the topic. Now let's proceed to classification of vascular plants. Embryophytes, a clade or related group consisting of both non-vascular and vascular plants. The embryophytes are further broken down into bryophytes or non-vascular plant. No transport tubes, small, including mosses and liverworts. Here are some of the example of bryophytes plant. Let's proceed to tracheophytes. Unlike to bryophytes, tracheophytes are vascular plants, have transport tubes. Example on this are flowers, trees, and shrubs. Tracheophytes are further divided into divisions. The divisions are distinguished mostly on how their spores and gametophytes functions. In fern and club mosses, the gametophyte becomes free living generations. Now, I want to give you example of vascular plants. Here. Now, these are the annual versus perennial. Some plants, the annual plants, are complete their life cycle within 1 year. If you were to buy an annual at the store, plant it in your garden, and collect at all the seeds it dropped, the plant would not come back the next year. Annuals are typically herbaceous, meaning their stems and roots are not highly structured and rigid. While the plants may stand tall, is mostly due to the effects of turgor pressure on the cell wall of the plant. Up next is an example of annual plants. The sunflower, one of the example for annual plants, for it complete their life cycle within 1 year. Next is the perennial plants. Unlike to annual plants, perennial are simply plants that live more than 2 years. This term is often used to differentiate plants from shorter-lived annuals and biennials. And the example for this are angiosperm or flowering plants. There is huge division. While monocot and dicots are both vascular plants, they differ in the way that their seeds form and the way that they grow. Let's tackle about monocot. Monocot grows occur below the soil as individual leaves are started from near the roots and grow upward. Corn is a monocot, as well as many types of grasses including wheat and barley. In the other seedling plants like beans and peas, there are two cotyledon leaves making them as dicot. The growth point is above soil, branch where in monocot it runs parallel. Oh, that was the end of the slides. Hoping that you understand and get something about the topic. Again, this is Jason Don Puyas, your reporter. Keep safe, everyone.